Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Distinguished ASEAN colleagues, Secretary General for ASEAN, welcome to the preliminary session of the 58th ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting. For 58 years, ASEAN has guided the step of the Southeast Asian nation as we rose to walk with the rest of the world. As our community grew, the contours of global politics transmitted, leading us to bipolarity, to unipolarity, and finally to multipolarity. And with each massive change, we learn to adapt. This remains, as ever, the task before us, Excellencies, for us to adapt. As one contemplates the great challenges of our time, it's become clear that two things are needed above all: foresight and strategy. To overcome the turbulence of the coming years, we must think long-term. It will not do to simply put one foot in front of the other. We must chart a path and lay down its stones. As I said earlier, just 2 months ago, our leaders met and adopted the ASEAN 2045, our shared future. The ASEAN Community Vision 2045 charts our direction for the next 2 decades. The vision reaffirms that ASEAN's destiny lies in our own hands. Our future will not be shaped by external forces, but our own collective resolve. We must ensure a seamless transition from ASEAN 2025, forging ahead together, to ASEAN 2045, our shared future. Moreover, at the 46th ASEAN Summit, we agreed that we would embark on this new chapter of ASEAN community building with Timor-Leste within our ranks as the 11th member of ASEAN. The work must begin now. All ASEAN sectoral bodies, institutions, and mechanisms should already be aligning their priorities to support the actioning of our leaders' decision and ASEAN 2045, our shared future. As we move towards a more inclusive, sustainable, and future-oriented ASEAN community, a most urgent imperative is the need for us to address the existential hazards of climate change. We have witnessed firsthand the effects of rising temperatures, natural disasters, and extreme weather events on our region and its peoples. Moving forward, we must take coordinated and urgent action to ensure that our region remains adaptive and climate change resilient. Colleagues, since we last met, the geopolitical fault lines have been continued to fissure. Strategic trust has thinned and flashpoints have sharpened. In Europe, the war in Ukraine rages on, continuing to disrupt global markets and supply chains. In Gaza, Israel's brutal starvation strategy continues to go unchecked. Emboldened by this impunity, Israel's endless violence has expanded to other countries in the Middle East with its latest offensive attack on Iran. Malaysia absolutely condemns these atrocities. Closer to home, the crisis in Myanmar continues to weigh heavily on our conscience. Despite ASEAN's sustained effort, we have yet to see meaningful progress on the ground. Delayed peace in Myanmar prolongs the sufferings of the people and threatens the region's security. We urge the translation of proclamations of ceasefires into concrete actions, and we call on all stakeholders, particularly the SAC, as the de facto party in power, to commit towards peace and the creation of conducive environment for elections in line with the aspirations of the people of Myanmar. ASEAN will continue to support the path towards a Myanmar-owned and Myanmar-led peaceful resolution to the crisis in the country. Dear colleagues, Indeed, dialogue and peaceful resolution are needed now more than ever all over the world. We are witnessing the breakdown of humanity as well as moral and legal norms that once defined the global system. Multilateralism is under attack. Unilateralism and nationalism are on the rise. In this fragmented world, ASEAN's unity and centrality is our capital. At a time where polarization is trending, ASEAN must continue to leverage on our governing power to promote dialogue, diplomacy, and strategic trust, and create space for cooperation. The road ahead will not be easy. The external pressures on our unity will grow. The calls for us to take sides will get louder. The crises around the world may multiply. Amid the uncertainty and unprecedented strain of global challenges, ASEAN must stand firm. ASEAN must be the beacon of hope, be the voice of reason, and continue to be a platform for cooperation and prosperity. We must continue to invest and place our faith in regionalism and multilateralism. We must continue to champion the principles of justice, fairness, equality, and humanity. Above all, I reiterate, we must be the speakers and not the spoken for. Let us move forward with confidence, resolve, and determination, with a commitment to peace and solemn promise to lead and to do the right thing for the betterment of our citizens, our region, and the world. Thank you.